Hi, everybody. I'm Buccaneers quarterback Trent Dilfer.
And I'm 28 Tampa Bay sports anchor Drew Soicher.
Join us every Monday night
For Soicher and Dilfer, Monday Night Quarterback. That's Dilfer and Soicher, Monday Night Quarterback.
only on 28 Tampa Bay Sports.
We hope he's a better quarterback this season. We know he's a better person this season because your Monday night quarterback, Trent Dilfer, is a daddy.
You're already laughing? You already laughing?
He never thought it would happen, but Trent Dilfer has finally found something he's more comfortable holding than a football. It's his 5-month-old daughter, Madeline.
I was scared to hold babies before I had this one, and what's amazing is how natural most of it comes to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm even a good dad, but it's amazing how natural just playing with them and being around them and talking to them and goofing around with them is, and how they seem to enjoy it.
Are you a better dad or a better quarterback at this point?
That's a tough one. I don't have a lot of experience in either. You know, hopefully I'll have a successful season in both. I guess that's the politically correct way to say it. Now you're tall.
For the record, Dilfer has never fumbled his little sweetheart. And while he's busy teaching her all of life's little lessons, she's teaching him one, too, about perspective.
Choose playing with you. I think it just makes you realize that when the whole world feels like it's coming down on your shoulders in football, that it's really not that big, and you can come home, and there's people that need you a lot more than the fans of Tampa and everybody else, that this is what's really important.
Trent Dilfer still wants you to like him, but he wants her to love him.
Hugs? You want hugs? Hugs, big hugs.
Trent Dilfer has never been booed at his own home, but since Madeline's arrival, he has been gooed. Often. I'm Drew Soicher. On tonight's episode of Monday Night Quarterback, Trent Dilfer celebrates the Bucs' first victory at his favorite breakfast joint.
I think the potatoes really define a breakfast place, because every place does it, you know, right. And some places just are lazy about it, and they just kind of slop some potatoes in there and put them on your plate. And other places really take their time and put some extra spices in them and make sure they're cooked completely, and this is one of those places.
You spent some time thinking about this.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Potatoes are key.
Do you like to use the bread as a pusher or just as an item to eat?
Usually, if my plate wasn't so packed right now, I'd be scooping with my bread. But it's one of those things where I'm trying to pick away at the edges so that eventually I can start scooping.
Yeah. You got to look at the plate as a quarterback would look at a field.
Yeah, you really do. You really do. It's you know, you have the whole field and you work on parts of the field.
You have got to establish the potatoes before you can succeed with the egg.
Exactly. The potatoes kind of set up the egg game.
So you don't read the newspapers after a loss. So you won't read the newspapers after a victory.
Me personally, I would get nothing positive out of reading Buccaneer articles.
Yeah, but there's good pictures. Have you seen the pictures?
Don't want to see the pictures.
The coffee shop at the Tahitian Inn is Dilfer's favorite breakfast joint for many reasons, including the fact that ball players eat free after a Buccaneers victory. I'm Drew Soicher.
A minor point.
He's got to worry
Every penny
about
counts, hey. Every penny counts.
He can put away a lot of food, can't
Yeah, well, he works it off on Sundays.
I guess he does.
That's true.
On tonight's episode of Monday Night Quarterback, we're hanging with Mr. Dilfer, literally. Have you ever sat up on the goalpost before?
No, I was thinking about what I was going to say when you asked. I kind of feel like what the ball must feel like when Husted kicks it.
How lucky did you guys get yesterday?
Very, very. Since I've been here, this team has gotten no breaks, 0. And that's not an excuse, it's just a fact. And I've tried never to make a big deal out of it. And yesterday we got one. We flat out got lucky.
Do you own any clothes that don't have the Nike swoosh on them?
Not very many. Most of my stuff is Nike.
The price is right.
The price is right. Yes, one of the perks of being a first rounder, you get that big Nike contract. Good job.
It's a little more wobbly than I thought it would be.
You can stop that.
Are you familiar with the Buccaneers insurance plan?
You might be if anything happens.
As you can see, I got down safely, but tonight, Trent Dilfer is still stuck up there on the goalpost as we speak. I'm Drew Soicher. On tonight's episode of Monday Night Quarterback, Trent Dilfer chews up the Washington Redskins. Literally.
Trent Dilfer got himself into an extremely sticky situation yesterday. For the first time in his football career, Dilfer chewed bubble gum during the game.
Never until yesterday.
Why?
Never thought to. I always had a mouthpiece in high school and college. Pros don't wear a mouthpiece, so decided to chew gum like this.
And it worked.
Yeah.
The real question isn't why Dilfer chose to chew, it's what. All this great stuff, and you choose this?
Yeah.
How come?
The 5-hour factor. 5 hours chewing 2 pieces, it tastes as good after 5 hours as it did after the first chew.
This whole gum business may seem like dumb business to you, but not to Dilfer. He's looking for any edge he can get.
I think I will be a gum chewer from now on in the games. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And plus, it kind of acts as a mouthpiece. If you get hit in the jaw, then maybe your teeth don't clang together, you hit gum. I just don't want to swallow it.
Dilfer put the gum in his mouth at noon just before pregame warm-ups and didn't realize it was still there until 5 o'clock. I'm Drew Soicher. On tonight's season finale of Monday Night Quarterback, we clean out Trent Dilfer's locker and discover a few surprises along the way.
He's not through yet. Trent Dilfer's third season with the Buccaneers didn't really end Sunday with a victory over the Bears because he still had one more thing to do.
This is kind of the finale of the year, just clean your locker out and getting ready for the offseason.
You get to keep the jersey?
Yeah, we get one jersey, and the way it works is end of the season, usually last game, they give it to you. In my case, I got a new one. The one I wore yesterday goes to the owners, but they'll give me a new one and, go get it framed or something, put it in the game room, something like that.
What's a guy like you keep in his locker?
Everything you can imagine. I mean, I think probably the 2 most important items are my pictures of my daughter. Keep those up here and check them out every day. But I got my note paper, which is for our playbook that I had made up. I got all my pads, thigh pads, knee pads, practice thigh pads, knee braces, old knee brace I used to wear, extra chin straps, socks.
This compartment's got a door on it. It's probably the most important.
Yeah, whatever I keep on the inside of this door is usually the most important thing I have in my entire locker. Would you like to see that now?
Yeah, well, please.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, see, I cherish this. Every day it kind of puts a smile on my face and keeps me keeping on.
My man.
You ready? Go. This way. 1, overall, this is a good moment because it symbolizes the end of a lot of hard work. And really, for us as professional athletes, it symbolizes our freedom.
You're picking that up.
I'm afraid of that. Dilfer goes through about 75 pairs of cleats over the course of a football season, which is hard to believe until you have to pick each one of them up off the ground. I'm Drew Soicher.